Hello and welcome back to another book review. And I've been reading a few self-help books recently, don't ask me why, but I recently came across this book titled How to Fail at Everything and Still Win Big. Yeah, I found that title pretty interesting and it's written by Scott Adams. Now you may not recognize the author, but I'm pretty sure you've seen his work. He's the creator of Dilbert, a widely successful comic strip. Unlike the last book which I read, which was really hard to read through, this one was fairly interesting and fun. And I believe this is because the author is a cartoonist, and as a cartoonist you need to tell your stories and jokes in as less words as possible. So almost every line in this book feels very well thought through. But even then, the last 10% of the book felt slightly dragged, but maybe that's just me. And while there is a lot of insightful information in this book, I would like to tell you about 3 of them. So the first one is about having control over your schedule. So if you are, say, a rich person who has everything except for a flexible schedule, you will not be happy because you don't have control over your life. So the first step to finding happiness in your life is having more and more control over your schedule. That way you can dictate what you want to do and when you want to do it, and that will eventually lead you to a much happier place. The second lesson is about slow and steady improvements. Any amount of improvement in anything that you feel is in the right direction can help you feel happier. This feeling of progress can stimulate your body to release more dopamine, which can make you happier. And the third thing was about saying no. While a lot of people have spoken about saying no to things more often, I haven't really found any useful advice that I could actually implement in my own life. And very often I find myself in situations where I have to say yes to somebody because I don't want that person to feel bad. So instead of saying no, you could actually say that I'm not interested, or I don't do that, or I have a rule. And the best part about these is that they actually sound pretty polite instead of a harsh no. And these 3 things that I spoke about are just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot of useful nuggets in there that I found really interesting. And I also found certain parts of the book to be really hilarious, maybe because he's a cartoonist. So I'll rate this book at 8 points, and that brings me to the end of the book review. I'll link the book down in the description below if you guys want to check it out. And I hope you guys are safe and doing well, and I'll see you soon. Also, before you leave, I have a small announcement to make. I have been wanting to create a podcast for a very long time now, and I have finally put something together which I'll be releasing next Sunday. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys like it.